welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets to give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Mayava. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years.
Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Green. Taking a shot on the first play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline run. Oh, nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Pulls it in. It's Lane. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds at the 8. An explosive play. Just what this offense was looking for.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the first first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Green. That's caught. It's Anthony. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To pass, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. It's Lane. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Lane. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyons. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback empties his backfield. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd and 10 here. Looking to throw, it's Green. The sure hands, it's Anthony. Lowers those pads. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. Got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Green. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Direct snap. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so...
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll try the left side. Finding open areas. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Grab near the marker, it's Lane. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. One word to describe this guy, unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
And they do such a good job with this offense year after year. If you're a USC OC, you got stars. On the outside, you got speed. You know how to highlight them. You know how to find them. And you know how to feed them for big days like this.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Lost to throw again. Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Snagged out of the air. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Hattiesburg had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Now the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds.
USC 24, Arkansas 14.
So first down will open up the final period. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking for space. It's Sanders. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the rookie.
And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pocket breaking down. Under fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The Razorbacks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's the pressure. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the 1st. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Yeah, Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Send the tight end in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Pulls it in, it's Lane. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Fourth down, same as first, same as second, same as third for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Lemon. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result,
dead center perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA is going to walk off the field there inside the Alamo Dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man, it's Green. Got a man, it's Anthony. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
one of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Dances away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the right. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
The offense changing the play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Green. Uncorks one. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. time is not on their side. Down 6 late, 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, these are those situations as a defense, you know exactly what's coming. I'm going to play deep. The ball goes up in the air. If it's even close to a jump ball situation, I'm not trying to catch it. I'm batting the ball down, swatting it down, getting it to the ground so I don't get one of those miraculous tips and catches for a touchdown.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week,